Hi, I'm Lisa Lunn from Shadow Valley Quilts. Today we're going to talk all about flying geese. We're going to go over how to make them and how to trim them so you don't lose your points in your quilt. This method makes 4 flying geese at a time. We're going to start with one 5.5-inch square. This will be the color of the center triangle, and 4 3-inch squares. These will make up the corners of the flying geese block. The first step is to mark a diagonal line from corner to corner, one direction, on each of the smaller 3-inch squares of fabric. Now from these pieces here, we're going to end up with 4 finished flying geese, and the dimensions are going to be 4.5 by 2.5 inches. And when they're sewn into your quilt, the dimensions will be 4 by 2 inches. After you've marked the diagonal line, you're going to set 2 of these squares aside for later. Then we're going to take 2 squares and we're going to line them up with the corners of the larger piece, like so. Now the tips will overlap just a little bit. Now we're going to sew a seam 1/4 inch away from that diagonal line on each side of the line. So I'm going to sew this line 1/4 inch away on each side. Now cut the 2 pieces apart right on that marked line. I'm going to press the seam allowance to the side towards those 2 smaller blocks. Now I take the 2 3-inch squares that I set aside. I'm going to line it up with those 2 pieces, line it up with the corner, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sew 1/4 inch away from that marked line on each side of the line. Cut on the marked line again, and I'm going to press towards that smaller square, just the same as before. Now you can see it's starting to look like a flying geese. You can see this, the seam allowances are pressed towards that smaller square. Now comes the most important part of making your flying geese block, and that is the trimming. I'm going to show you how to do it using this little ruler. I've had it forever. It's a Creative Grids. It's 3.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and it's not a special flying geese ruler, but it does have these 45-degree angle lines that we're going to use to help line up with our flying geese. So these diagonal lines here, we're going to line those up with our seam lines. And the point of our flying geese, we want to make sure, this is the most important part, we want to make sure that it's 1/4 inch away from the edge of the block. We want it to line up with that seam allowance line. Then we're going to trim the edge off. My flying geese block I want to be 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to line the edge that I just cut up with a 2.5 inch line, and then I'm going to cut off the extra again. Now I've got the width at 2.5 inches. Now that diagonal line, I'm going to line that up again with my seam line. Make sure the bottom of the ruler is lined up with the bottom of my block, and then I'm going to cut it. Now I know I want my block to be 4.5 inches wide, so I can line up that center of the flying geese, that point, with the 2.25 inch line if I want to double check. Make sure that I've got that point centered. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to line up the diagonal line with the edge, with my seam. This time I want to make sure that I'm making my flying geese 4.5 inches long. That's my goal. And then I'm going to trim off the extra again. And you can double check it all, make sure I've got 2.5 inches wide, 4.5 inches tall, or tall and wide, whichever, and then 1/4 inch from the point of that triangle to the edge of the block. That's probably the most important dimension, is to make sure that you keep 1/4 inch between the tip of the triangle and the edge of the block. And then I'm going to trim them all the same way. Just using that diagonal line. Keep it lined up with the seam lines. And make sure that you keep the tip of that triangle centered in your block. Centered and 1/4 inch away from the edge. I haven't tried the Creative Grid's Flying Geese ruler. I'm sure it would be a great tool, but this little ruler that I've had forever and that I use all the time works great as well. So here are our 4 beautiful finished Flying Geese blocks, all ready for the quilt, and a lot of fabric trimmings. So I thought I would show you some Flying Geese blocks in some of my quilt patterns. This is a quilt pattern called Scatter Sunshine. It hasn't been released yet. As of the time I'm making this video, it will be coming out the end of February 2025. About a month from now. These are the Flying Geese that I was making in the tutorial right here, or I guess these right here. So there's a bunch of Flying Geese that I used in this quilt pattern, right here, 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 and here as well. Right here, here, here. There's a lot were used in the making of this pattern. Okay, the sawtooth star, right here, you can see this sawtooth star is a very common quilt block, and it uses the Flying Geese here on the edges for the little points of the star. You can see that. This quilt pattern is called Autumn Sunshine. And then this one, it's a little more subtle, a little trickier to see. This is called Holiday Welcome. And in this wreath here, you can see right here, all around the wreath, on 3 sides, it has the Flying Geese right here to make this pattern here. So super versatile, super useful quilt block. And now you know how to make it and trim it. So thanks for watching. I'd appreciate it if you enjoyed this to subscribe and like. Thanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.